Last Friday's episode of WandaVision was, once again, full of surprises, leaving everyone even more confused. Fans are trying to puzzle every single detail together in order to get a clear picture, but with so many twists and turns happening every week, it ends up being a very difficult task. There's been much to talk about who might be the character appearing in this season finale, after Elizabeth Olsen confirmed it in an interview. She was answering a question about whether or not there'd be a shocking moment, such as in the final episode of The Mandalorian. She simply answered yes. So, it got us digging for answers, and we did find some options that would work very nicely in WandaVision. This video will contain spoilers from all episodes, especially from episode 5. Well, after fans ended up getting struck with a major anticipated character revelation to Fox's Quicksilver, Peter Maximoff, it definitely opened up a world of possibilities for new characters to join the MCU. To start our list is Professor Charles Xavier, or Professor X, the mentor and founder of the X-Men. About a year ago, Patrick Stewart, who played the character in Fox's X-Men movies, now owned by Disney, had a meeting with the producer and president of Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, to be able to discuss his involvement in the MCU. So, in other words, he might be returning as Professor X. But according to Stewart himself, he declined by saying, quote, "There have been movies and suggestions which include Charles Xavier. Here's the problem. If we had not made Logan, then yes, I would probably be ready to get into that wheelchair one more time and be Charles Xavier. But Logan changed all that." He was referring to the fact that the character got killed in Logan and would not make a lot of sense to be able to revive him as he had died the way that he did. However, we wouldn't completely dismiss Stewart's involvement in the MCU, if not WandaVision, then in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. As we already know, both stories will be connected. Back in January, Kevin Feige confirmed that Deadpool 3 will be a part of the MCU, so it's not only fitting that he would be part of this list, but he also addressed that they were still developing the script with Ryan Reynolds and that no filming will be happening this year due to Reynolds, quote, being a very, very busy and successful actor. I guess in order for Reynolds to return to Deadpool mode, he needs to be fully focused on the character to be able to bring his uniqueness to the script. In terms of making a cameo in WandaVision, this would be totally possible and fitting. Why? Since Deadpool won't be appearing anytime soon on the big screen or small screen, in order to establish him in the MCU, a cameo in the series would be the perfect action to take. Besides, Deadpool can, quote, break the fourth wall, which means he's able to interact with the audience seen in the movies. Wouldn't this work perfectly with the alternate reality created in WandaVision? It's already well known that Wanda Maximoff, soon to be called Scarlet Witch by SWORD director Tyler Hayward, will be an integral character in the next Doctor Strange cinematic installment. But wouldn't it be cool if firstly Doctor Strange himself would appear in the series? It would even be able to explain why such mysterious things could be happening in Westview at the moment. Like why Fox's Quicksilver, Peter, showed at the front door. Could it be that Wanda opened a breach in the multiverse, allowing characters from other Earths to cross realities, and now Strange will have to repair the wrongs? Or, according to 2004 Avengers Disassembled storyline, Wanda loses control of her powers after losing her children, and, apparently, Doctor Strange is the only one who can stop her by his strong knowledge of chaotic magic and capability of entering her mind. Now this one might be a bit of a stretch to believe and even to tie into the WandaVision story, but here we go. We know that the mutants from Fox and the new ones are coming to the MCU, but how they will be presented is still a mystery. Or is it? Judging from the last episode, we had already witnessed the beginning of the mutants when we were introduced to a new Quicksilver, so it does seem that there is more to come. When Monica Rambeau had asked the director of SWORD about the numbers for the astronaut training program, the director answered, quote, "Lost half my personnel in the blip, and half of those remaining have lost their nerve," suggesting there were astronauts missing. The way many fans are interpreting this is that these quote-unquote missing astronauts could be the Fantastic Four, who ended up gaining their superpowers from a space mission gone wrong. Among them is Johnny Storm or Human Torch. Now just imagine for a second Johnny being able to penetrate Westview force field with his fire powers without being controlled by Wanda and ending that alternative reality. It'd be an entrance worthy of the character, and it would be even more spectacular if Chris Evans reprised his role as the Human Torch. He would get to be the two different characters in the same universe. Fans all over the world are anticipating this one, so much so that it's already seeming like a reality. Kevin Feige confirmed WandaVision, Doctor Strange 2, and Spider-Man 3 are all connected in some way, and that they share the multiverse as the main theme. Well, is there a better excuse to bring a little bit of nostalgia from one of Marvel's movies? That's right. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is rumored to appear on the next Spidey adventure. But that's not all, according to those same rumors, as Andrew Garfield is also set to reprise his role as Spider-Man. We don't know what the executives at Marvel may have in mind, but it sure could be something on a grand scale. The devil is in the details and living in Westview. Of all the theories made around WandaVision, this one is perhaps the most talked about, the apparition of Mephisto. For those that don't know, Mephisto is a perennial villain responsible for a number of evil acts. He claims to have been created, along with many other demons, by the supreme being whose suicide resulted in the creation of the Marvel Universe, as well as the Infinity Gems. Creepy, right? This demon is best known for absorbing Wanda's twin children, leading to her madness. Well, he fits perfectly as the shocking revelation from the season finale, and would work as the bridge to the multiverse of madness. Do you think Wanda made a deal with the devil in order to have her perfect life, and in return, she would hand her twins over? Mephisto already made a pact with Ghost Rider in the past, so who knows? After many thoughts, we've decided to put Magneto as the most probable character to appear in the shocking reveal. During an interview, Paul Bettany spoke about working with someone he always wanted to.
I think people will be really excited. I've always wanted to work with this guy, and the scenes are pretty intense.
Judging by his face of excitement, it could very much mean Sir Ian McKellen. After all, who wouldn't like to work with one of the most famous actors ever? In a story from the comics, Wanda and Pietro Maximoff are described as being the children of Magneto, and since Quicksilver's already here, Magneto would complete the family. It'd be amazing if Magneto appears and says, "Wanda, I'm your father," just like Elizabeth Owen said it would be. What do you guys think? Do you have another opinion? Let us know in the comment section down below, and also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, guys, we will see you later.